Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry for the lack of uploads, but we are back here in Empire Total War. This is a pretty cool match between me and a person who actually I became friends with from the comment section. So if you guys want to potentially play, comment down below your name, Steam ID, anything you want, and we can probably play a game. But this is a good, cool game here. British Empire fighting off the Ottoman Empire. Now, historically speaking, this did happen, I believe. I don't know about in this time period, but I know they did fight in World War I and stuff like that. So, obviously, the Ottoman player does have a bit of a disadvantage. I will grant that technologically. However, he has a very decent terrain here to defend on. So, we might be seeing some pretty cool strategies because the British Empire, as you know, has probably the best all-around troops in this game. But I'm just going to fast forward here because it's just the typical, setting up troops, artillery, yada yada yada. Unfortunately speaking, we can't see the Ottomans until they spawn in. This is just how Empire Total War replays are. If you played the game, you probably understand. But I'm actually pretty excited because this is the first Empire Total War I've uploaded. It's obviously one of the more controversial topics in their titles in the game, but it is my favorite. And here we go. Just off the bat, the Ottoman player has spawned in, and both sides are ready to fight. The Ottoman player bringing in lots of, looks like musketeers, good bit of cavalry, but up here he's got a lot of interesting units here. The auxiliaries, oh, my game is dying, but don't, okay, hang on, hold tight. Empire's a little glitchy. Lots of Palestinian auxiliaries, some artillery. Very good artillery the Ottoman have, 24 pounder. It's like a howitzer, yep. More 24 pounder. Lots of artillery, pretty strong here. Very interesting idea, but the British are already moving up. Line infantry, the best of the world, or they say at this time. Very, very aggressive march here with the British player. Or me, I should be saying. Bringing up some 24 pound howitzer, very good, and I believe some mortars here, right here. We might see these guys fire momentarily. And also on the backfield, the general of this feat, Tarleton, Bannister Tarleton, one of the all-time most interesting colonels in history. If you have not read about him, I highly recommend you read about Bannister Tarleton in the Revolutionary War. But besides the point, mortar fire is already hitting on the Ottoman position. This is like it's targeting the 24-pound artillery. But as you can see here, the Ottoman line is trying to meet the British, trying to use this hill to its advantage. The British line is moving up. And the British line is pretty strong in numbers. Coldstream Guards, the best of the best, pushes on that far left flank, as well as light infantry already set up position on this hill. In the backfield, we got more line infantry, lots of, man. And looks like the cavalry just protecting the flank, because the Ottoman player does have lots of, here's some cav, about equal calves at the either sides. But now the artillery is finally starting to unlimber, or maybe it is. Here comes that mortar fire. Let's see where it hits. Ottoman fire cannon going off, and oh, just short of the artillery. Ottomans have a pretty good line here, good position. Very cool looking uniform here. In fact, that's pretty badass looking, I'm not gonna lie. And so far, this kind of a standoff here. The British have set their line here, and the Ottomans have also set their forces. So the Brits, with overwhelming firepower, must break this Ottoman line. Now, and that's what the issue is going to be. This Ottoman artillery is quite devastating on direct hits. So the British cannot stay here forever, and he knows that, or I know that, because this is what's going to happen. And just slowly weaken the British line. But a pretty strong line here by the Ottomans. Very, very long, quite defensible. But he doesn't have very many reserves in the back. He only has about 2 lines here. So, looks like he's actually going to reposition a little bit. I think that's actually a wise decision. Just move your troops back just a little bit. Just use that hill because the British line is very numerous here. Oh, there goes the howitzers. These are nasty cannons here. Just missing the air I can't hardly pronounce that. Ear slay, you can grill me in the comments down below if I'm mispronouncing that. But Looks like we got a movement, just a tactical retreat for the Ottomans, just trying to get better positioning because he notices the British line is just much stronger in that center. Mortar fire continuously just pounding at that artillery. Has he knocked one any out? Not yet. Actually, yes, one of the artillery has been destroyed. Here it is right here. Okay, the horse has been hit again. Quite the scene here from the Ottoman artillery. It looks like the British line is advancing. Or is it just the reserves in the back? It's just the reserves in the back. Oh, I always love the look of these guys. The King Royal, the New York, the green. Such a cool uniform. And the iconic red coats. I mean, oh, the guard uniform. That's pretty cool. No actual line combat yet, just an artillery exchange and the, I guess, lining up of the battlefield. But the Ottoman here are now starting to really develop their line, and I believe this is a very defensible position. That's one heck of a view right there with the British flags. In fact, let's turn off the camera, or the flag, just make it look a bit more cinematic, I guess. So just bear with me. There we go. Just imagine seeing that whole line of redcoats and a cannonball. That's got to be a terrifying sight if you're one of the Ottomans here. But the Ottomans are brave, and the Ottomans, they definitely got some tricks up their sleeves, and these Palestinian auxiliaries are definitely going to be something that will be used. Doing some more reinforcements here. Janissary musketeers. These guys are dripped out. That's a common theme with the Ottomans. They are always dripped out. But, oh, quick lime shell come from the mortar. And like always, whenever the battle has these stagings, I also put in the bottom of the video the timestamp, so where the actual battle begins. So if it feels a little slow in the beginning, just fast forward to the actual battle. Or if you'd like to watch it like I do, this is the staging. This is where the thought behind most of the battles goes, the planning. The British line getting pounded here by this Ottoman artillery, still holding its ground, preparing for the main assault. As you see, he's got quite a strong little line here. Very elite troops here, gold, Coldstream Guards, and then back we got the New York. And here we go. Looks like we got the first movement. The British line, the Grenadier March, as you would hear on the fifle and drum, even those aren't Grenadiers. And they are moving in haste to get to the Ottoman line. They know that they have to get there as fast as possible to deliver their firepower, because that's what the British got to win with, their superior firepower. The Ottomans know they have better melee, they have better morale, I believe. But when it comes to firepower, it's all about the British. I believe these guys will fire the first volley of the battle. And look at this. These guys got some special weapons, which you will see. The Ottomans, they have tricks up their sleeve. And looks like that's as far as the Brits will move. Get even closer to the battlefield. And here comes the hard, extreme right flank. In real life, the British infantry tactics, the doctrine was the right flank is the strongest. In this situation, the left flank is. And here we go. The British are moving into the combat position. They will be taking fire here shortly. They are surely in range. Oh, here we go. The main British line, the left flank, is now approaching the Ottoman right flank. And here comes these things. Grenade launchers. Oh, they ran just past it. So they just survived. The British line is now taking up guns, and the formation is about to aim at the Ottomans. And he's pushing the Ottomans back. Those guys about to get ripped to shreds. Good mood here for the Ottoman player. Oh, the first volleys hit the line. The first redcoats hit the ground, and now they will return their fire. Artillery coming in at the same time. And here we go. A devastating infantry. Well-disciplined British troops can fire in by rank, and as you see, the Ottomans are just collapsing at this. British officers give their men orders, and you can hear the screams, and you can witness how disciplined they are. Firing by rank, that's something the Ottomans do not do. And firing it by points of 3. But here comes more grenade launchers into the line, and it's going to hurt. Oh! Yep, lots of British is dead, but they fired a volley off still, but that would hurt. Pretty intense line fire here. And the right flank has now entered the mix. As you witness the firing by rank, this is what's going to win it if they keep engaging the Ottoman at distance, because they can shoot way more rounds into that Ottoman line. The Ottomans are, these guys are kind of looking a little bit out of range. They're not even firing, but these guys are definitely taking casualties. I mean, look at this, they are falling. More grenade launchers going into that line. Oh. And a cavalry charge on the right flank. Do the British see it? They do. They're in a square formation, negating the cavalry attack, and that would be devastating if the game does not crash here. Oh, there we go. But this is a good thing for the Ottoman player, because it keeps that line, that Coldstream Guards, the elite, keeps them from firing. They got to deal with that cav. And now you're seeing the other lines just, oh man, devastating volley after devastating volley into the Ottoman lines. Ottoman players pushing reinforcements in. Anything happened here in the reserve? Nothing, but more Ottoman reinforcements are being pushed in. And the British just firing everything they have at these Ottomans. And the Ottomans doing their absolute best to hold back the Redcoats. But it's taken a lot, and more reinforcements now refilling the lines that are just collapsing, and looks like the cavalry have broke. The Coldstream Guards, taking minor casualties, have still proven their discipline, proven their name, and are now about to return fire on these Hussars. Let's take a look at this. You can see how accurate they are too. Watch them drop at the edge. It's not even fair. But that being said, the British line has taken serious casualties with those grenades. This line here is starting to kind of thin out here. So the Ottoman are seriously holding their own. I mean, these grenade launchers are what are just devastating the British. Oh man. Looks like Bannister Tarleton wants a little bit of the mix. He's moving his guys up there, the iconic Green Dragoons. Bloody Band, they call them in the American Revolution. And here we go, a British line is pushing. They're going to take the initiative on the hill. It's like the Ottomans have finally pushed back. So the British have taken the first victory in the line. And looks like the Ottoman's going to reconsider what they do defensively. I'm sorry for the choppiness. Empire has always been kind of a rough one to do. Well, hold on. Is that camels? Yes. Camels are definitely they were used in combat, believe it or not. Quite a lot, actually, in history. The Ottoman line is just peppering those guys in the right flank. Look, the Ottomans are going to reconsider this hill. Use the terrain is what they're going to do. That's their best option, I believe. and this Ottoman player is quite good, so he knows what he's doing. The British have taken the first victory as expected. They just have such a technological advantage. But like I said, that was not without cost. The British have taken significant casualties in their line. They still have very fresh reserves. And they're going to move up to engage the second defensive line of the Ottomans. I believe this is our first group of reserves right here. And they're taking grenade fire. But they're going to return fire. Oh, canister round went to their flank. That hurt. Here we go. First volley is going back into that second line. And they're pushing even closer. The Ottomans getting every shot they can on that British line as they reposition. Just doing what they can. Keep firing grenades. Keep damaging the redcoats. That's all they can do here. Because they know they're in disadvantage. Looks like the British line is going to attempt to envelop this line. And now the line fire has begun. Quite intense combat here. And just like that, the Ottoman is going to retreat again. He knows he cannot match the British line. Look how, just look at this. Very healthy. It's all about positioning. And the British line is at quite an advantage here. And it looks like the British is now replacing his used infantry with the new reserves, the fresh reserves. Actually, I might be wrong. The Ottoman is kind of reinforcing with his reserves too. Very good Prussian auxiliaries. Or Palestinian, not Prussian, my bad. And I can't believe it, but we see a camel charge. You don't see this very much. Square formation, and they're going to ignore them into the line. And they hit square formation. And to another line of reserves. These camels are quite brave. Is this Bannister Townsend's moment to attack some camels? This might be. Bannister Townsend's in the charge. They're dragoons, they're ranged. They're going to get probably a shot off those camels. I bet he's going to go for the artillery is what he's going to do. More dragoon fire his volley into those camels. Let's see. Yep. Oh, oh, that was not good for the camels, and they're getting attacked by the dragoons. Quite a brave group of soldiers right there, but the British now have quite a good line here, enveloping the Ottomans. The Ottomans are forced once again to retreat up this hill. Looking like a final last stand for the Ottoman here. He's just repositioning his troops. You can see the large British line just moving. Some say, oh, I missed it, a cavalry charge from the rear. Looks like they fought some British cavalry. Didn't really do much against the cannons, but main focus is this last stand the Ottomans are making. Some say the march of fifles and drum of the British is civilization. Some say it's oppression. Who knows? All I know is that they have routed the Ottomans so far. Here they are marching quite confidently into the battle, knowing they have the upper hand, and knowing they're going to crack this last line of Ottoman defense. These guys have been through the ringer. 50 guys left, and they're still going at front line. That's what I'm talking about. A pretty good Ottoman last line here. Healthy units, some reserved, some used. Some are untouched. These Palestinian auxiliaries basically haven't seen any combat versus the now battle-hardened British line. The flank is not looking too great here for the Ottoman. They can easily push through. I believe that's what the British were going to do. And they're going to fire a volley right into the running line. Pretty good shots if you ask me. These guys firing from above. Really good vantage point. And now the Brits are firing in by rank, and it's nasty. The Redcoats, knowing they have the upper hand, are now just pushing their troops, stretching them thin so they can get as many muskets on these lines as possible. But the Ottomans are holding strong on their hill. Placing the broken line with the new ones. Pretty intense line battle right here. Do I hear a charge? Here comes a cavalry charge. Ottomans are pushing their cavalry. This is the last-ditch attack. Maybe they could get a breakthrough. Let's see. And it looks like the square was late. So the Ottomans did get through. A mass charge. Pushing everything they have into the British. The British got square. And here we go. The Ottomans are now in melee combat with the British line. It's a pretty respectable last attack. They knew the battle wasn't going their favor. Send what you have down, bravely charge. However, the British line was just, and there's the first general dead. The Ottomans lost their general. It's hard to win against the British, especially with the Ottomans, but well played. Well played, my friend here from the comment section. A lot of fun with this battle. We have a lot more we recorded. I'm going to upload them soon. So once again, sorry for the choppiness. Empire, I don't know why it is, but it's always been very unstable to record. I've never understood why. Every other Total War is much better. So that's my apologies, but I still think this battle, regardless, is a lot of fun to watch. And now, oh my gosh, just finding the back of these guys. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching these videos. Appreciate the patience. We've hit 300 subscribers the last week, which is a crazy number because I just make this for fun. You know, I'm just a college kid. So that's pretty cool to see that. I really appreciate all that. I love playing Total War. It's the game is ended. Yep. But I love playing this game. I love playing with people who meet from the comment sections, like my friend here. And if you guys want to see any potential battles we can make, or do you want to fight, put your Steam in the comments. Give me the ideas to make. I'll record it. We'll make this going. But this is what we have here. Statistically speaking, Ottomans had a numerical advantage of about 300, give or take. But look at that. I mean, the losses. Technology always beats quantity, at least in most instances. And the winner up here for most kills, oh my goodness. Okay, so the guards, 445, that is one of the best I've ever seen in Total War ever. How many they lose? And they lost only 64. That is, okay, that's actually kind of insane. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great one. And like I said, have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'll be more videos uploaded till then. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good night, guys. See you.